Okay, so doing a quick tutorial on ListReports. If you're not familiar with it at all, if you are and just want a quick crash course, here are the features. So this is what your dashboard will look like. It'll kind of tell you which agents you've invited and haven't accepted, which ones you're paired with. And there are, let me preface this by saying, as you can see, there are places you can go within ListReports to actually watch videos on what everything does. And I would encourage you to do that. So this is just really just your introduction to what ListReports has, which if you ask most of our LOs, their agents love it. A lot of them are set up on auto to where it automatically is emailing them information or marketing material when they have new listings. So your agents will absolutely love this if they don't know about it. So I'm just going to real quickly show you what it looks like. So obviously my dashboard is the admin, so I see everybody's stuff. But this is what your dashboard looks like. This is how you invite an agent. You can watch the video on how to do that. This is where you see who's pending, who hasn't accepted, and the ones who are quote unquote paired. And this is just with our team. We actually don't use this like we probably should, but some of our LOs use the shit out of this. So let me show you what happens when you have a new listing. And you can automatically, you can update these or put these in for the agent, or if you set them on autopilot, it'll do it for them. And it's really simple. So obviously for your own setup, you'll want to add your information, your picture, your name, your contact info, and same thing for your agents. I did that for my agents. I just Googled their information and got it. But once they have a listing, especially if they're set up on autopilot, or if you do it by automatically for them, or if you do it manually for them, let me show you what it looks like. So this is an example of what a specific listing looks like. So you can see, obviously it lists all the data, the address, when it was requested by Sean, etc. And again, there's more stuff that you can do here as far as watching video to learn more. There's tons of information in here, but you can see he's got her information in there, the agent. And so once you have the data for the listing in there, this is what it produces for you. And it usually produces all of this within roughly an hour, depending on when you submit it. And this is all driven by algorithms searching for this stuff on the internet. It does not have to be connected. In fact, it's not connected to the local MLS, so not an issue. So let me just show you a couple of examples. So it'll create a property website for the agent, which looks like this. This is an actual, obviously, website that it creates. This is kind of the home page. Tells you about the home, which again, they're pulling the information off the web. You can explore the area. This is what people like the most, is it gives you this kind of data. So what is most convenient to the house? Medical, hospitals, gas, pharmacies, ATM, cleaners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Closest parks, closest golf course, dog park, et cetera. Neighborhood Eats tells you what's all in the area, what categories are in the area. And then best yet is what schools are assigned to this area. This is all done for you. It's all done when you put in the address. That is that. The photo gallery, so it's going to pull photos from the interweb. If it can't find photos, it will email you and let you know, and then you can let the agent know, who can then manually submit the photos to ListReports. It's very easy to do. Obviously, the Get Finance tab is us, and Meet Your Agent is their information, and Meet Your Lender is, of course, our information. So that is what a property website looks like. And then you can do all kinds of flyers. So as you can see, open house, promo flyer, etc. Here's what the flyer looks like. Just as an example, it's very clean. Again, taking the data that it finds on the internet, and it includes this for every listing. So they can actually get sign writers or just include these flyers in the open houses, where the person that's looking at the home can just text this to this number, and it's going to get all that stuff I just showed you. So that's just an example of a flyer. And actually, it's a 2-page flyer, as you can see. It includes all of this information, which is one of the things that agents love the most about it, because it's very unique. There's not many services or platforms out there that I know of that provide that kind of data. So again, an agent can really impress their sellers by showing them this data. Let me scroll back up here. Actually, no, I'm going to keep going. So that's just an example. Open house, promo flyer, same thing. It just says it's just a promo flyer for the listing. Property report is, I think, essentially the same thing as it's just downloaded a different way. But as you can see here, it's got all of the data, pictures, summary, summarize, and then obviously it gives you this information, the full reports, and then the information about the people. Oh, there's the flyers. So pretty damn slick. This is all print ready or shareable, which you can see how easy this is. So you can view them, you can download any of this stuff, you can share it, you can put it straight to Facebook. It's badass. Let's see here. Let me show you a couple others. Infographics. This is just giving you the flyers for the these 4 deals that we talked about, our favorite part. Let's see, what else do we have here? Obviously coming soon, just listed, in escrow, under contract, just sold, photo gallery. Oh, Go Green flyers. This is something a little different. So if an agent is, of the greener variety, they can just take these. You can have these created as like little postcards or flyers, actually like a postcard size, and they can put them in the property to where the borrower or the people that are looking at the home, they don't have a flyer with all the data because you're saving trees, and all they do is it tells them what to do. So they'll text that to that, and they'll get all this data on their phone. It's really mobile friendly. These are just examples of what those flyers look like. You'll have access to all of that. Let's see here. That's the Go Green. There's a listing presentation. So basically that's the property website. That's the listing presentation. The neighborhood report, you know what all that is. And then you can actually order sign writers. So they can buy this stuff if they want to. You can do it through marketing or you can do it through their service. But these are like sign writers that they could put on top of their for sale sign. So when people are driving by, they can do this, which is pretty freaking slick. And we do have some people that do utilize it and love it. These are all unique to each property. So that's the downside, is they're not necessarily reusable unless the agent wants to sign up for the more advanced account. That's the only way to do it. Postcards, same thing. So they have these ready-made postcards that you can, farm a neighborhood. So this is what the postcard looks like. There's the backside. This shit's basically already done for you. This stuff is, it's fire. So we have we're actually grandfathered in. I was the first one to bring this to St. Louis. And so I've stayed grandfathered into their original type of account, which is the basic account, which includes everything that you see. There are some other things, some advanced features. This Nest.me, it's just more of an advanced feature that you can learn about when you get your accounts and you guys log in. It's from what I understand, it's almost like their own version of, they can set up buyers on searches. But from what we've found is all agents have this already with their brokerages, so nobody was going to use it. So we've found that the basic version is good enough. The basic version, what I showed you, is paid for. You don't pay for that. That's $50 a month, and the branch pays for that. If you want the advanced version, or you want any of the advanced versions from what you learn when you get in here, then that's on you. So any additional costs would be up to you guys, or any print or whatever would be on you guys. Obviously, you can have corporate printed, or you can print it on your copiers. But if they want signs or they want anything like that, postcards, obviously there is a cost. That is that. Let me see. I think that's pretty much it. I think that covers everything on ListReports. I'm going to get you guys signed up for an account that's already been requested, and we will. You'll get an email to sign up. And then I would encourage you to go in and watch the videos. But like I said, a lot of our LOs love this. They create these flyers. They share them to Facebook for the agents. And most of the agents are, you wow them. It's just another value add. Just more ammo for the gun. I don't know if anybody has it in Lake Charles. My guess is probably not. But this isn't new technology. We've probably had this for 3 or 4 years. We actually had this before. We had this at USA the first time, and then we went to Supreme, and obviously we took it with us, and then we would just maintain it. So I've probably had it for 4 years, and it's continued to evolve and get better, but it's another nice piece. So anyways, that's it. Questions? Holler. Otherwise, peace.